Hello all my sirs, mays, and ladies out there, how's it going? It's Red Wheel and also known as JJ57 and welcome back to another GTA 5 video. Today, I am going to be doing the biggest garage tour I've ever done. I'm going to be showing off all my cars in all of my garages. That's my CEO office, my nightclub garage, all my apartments, my facility, anywhere that I can store a vehicle. I'm going to be showing it off to you guys. We're going to be doing cars, and you know what? Maybe we'll even do the planes too. We'll throw the planes in there. I'll show you every vehicle that I've customized in the game, because when we do stream a lot of people ask if they can see my supercars, see my sports cars, whatever it is, and I figure I don't actually have a video showing off all my cars all in one video, so it might take a little while to do, but that is exactly what we are going to be doing today. I'm going to be showing you guys every single car that I have, starting with the supercar garage. Then we have a sports and sports classic car garage, a miscellaneous and off-road garage. We got a muscle garage. We got a weaponized vehicle garage. Just a ton of things. So let's get right to going through these. I'm going to be showing you guys some nice cars, hopefully give you guys some nice ideas for your cars, because I do have plenty of cars to go through here. So we're going to start off with my absolute favorite car in the game. This is the Grotti Vision right here, and I really just got to show this one off. I really love this car. Definitely my favorite car, and it is great that it is one of the top supercars in the game. It, you know, ranks in the top 10, so it is still very nice for driving for races. Over here we got my XXR, looking fabulous in that candy red, orange pearlescent. Definitely check that one out. I got another XXR upstairs I'm going to be showing you guys too. We got the Tyrant, got that modded crew color on there, got the gold underneath, and just check out that shine. Oh yeah, I think it looks good. If you can find yourself a nice purple crew color for that one, looks absolutely fantastic. Again, we got a modded crew color on the T20 over here. A very cool blue with a kind of, you know, fister pink, salmon pink underneath. Looks really awesome. Those are awesome cars. The Itali GTB, another favorite of mine. Not incredible for racing, but it is an awesome car, especially with this paint job and livery combination. I think it looks fantastic. Next over here, we got my X80 Proto. I just re-customized this on the last stream. We got some nice orange trim. I think it's cast iron silver for the primary, and then some orange for the secondary in the front, as well as obviously you see that trim on the wheels and on the side. Looks pretty sweet. Now let's get upstairs, and we got some more cars. The only car I think I have a duplicate of right now, I want to say, is the XXR in this garage. I don't think I have any other duplicate supercars. But, you know, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I surprise myself. So here we go on this second floor. We got the Barbie Car first. This is a modded crew color again, but can easily be remade with a hot pink. And then it does have that gold underneath. You guys see that shine on the coil Cyclone. Absolutely fantastic. Got my Sultan Rs over here in the platinum paint job. Super shiny. Has some nice red interior as well as some red underglow if I fire it up. We got my Tyrant over here in the classic McLaren paint job. That orange with race yellow can't be beat. It's too nice. I love it. And just some nice rims on that one. Got my classic Entity XF, and I think this might be the only original supercar that I have left. The rest of them in here are all DLC cars, I believe. But the Entity XF is a classic, special place in my heart for this one. It's a beautiful car, so definitely keep that one. Got my Vagner over here in a racing blue lime green combination there, and I think that one is pretty sick with a lot of carbon accents on top of the car and, you know, around the skirts and that kind of stuff. Very cool car. We got the Tesseract next in my absolute favorite build for the Tesseract. This is a cast iron silver, that globe oil livery, and then we got the nice orange on there as the pearlescent. I think it looks fantastic in that color combination, as well as obviously the light up shocks and light up wheels. Orange at night. Awesome stuff on that one. Now next, I did say there was another XXR upstairs, and this is it right here. This is my banana car, another crew color that we had recently. And then, you know, some nice chrome white wall lead sleds. I was changing it up, and you know what, me and Lions, if you guys watch my streams, you'll know who Lions is. Actually, I have matching cars. I have a banana yellow XXR with these wheels. He has a banana yellow Entity XF with the same wheels and everything, so pretty cool stuff. Let's head on upstairs. We got one more floor of supercars. I know, guys, it's gonna take a while, so if you do you know, do need to skip through and see different cars, by all means. There's lots of customizations to go through. This right here, of course, is the RE7B with that Estancia livery, and we do have a cream color on the car. I think it's the only car I have right now with the cream color on there, so it's pretty cool. We got my 811. I was like, what is this called again? Yeah, it's the Fister 811. Pretty cool car. What color is on here is a great question. I think it's just a shafter purple with a salmon pink, but I like that one. The Autark, of course, dark blue lime green for that poison color. Looking fantastic. Love the stock wheels on this thing, so definitely had to leave those wheels stock. Got my Taipan in a yellow and a black combination. I think that one looks cool as is. We got my Banshee 900R, nice and simple with just a graphite and that white stripe up the middle. Got a big wang gang on the back. Pretty cool stuff. Now my Tempesta here is an all matte color car, and I think it looks fantastic. We got a matte yellow as the primary, matte gray or light gray, one of the two as the secondary, and I think it looks really cool in the matte colors. And finally, we have my Zentorno, secondary of red, as you can already tell. Primary is a Saxon blue with gasoline green pearlescent, I think is what I did on here. And I actually really like that color combination of that car. Now, we are all done with the supercar garage. My next garage is all sports and sports classic cars. I try to, keep the garages organized somewhat at least, because it makes it easier for doing car shows and that kind of stuff during the live streams. If you guys haven't caught a live stream yet and you like to see, Pimp My Rides live, car shows live, all that kind of stuff, make sure to leave your notifications on and you guys will see when I'm streaming, because we do stream either every day or every other day fairly often, enough to keep up with it. So this garage right here is all my sports and sports classic cars. Got a bunch of favorites in here, got a bunch of maybe throwbacks to old Pimp My Rides in here, if you guys remember. So here we go. Let's check these out. So first we got my Fister Neon over here with some sort of silver on the car with the red stripes and then some red trim, red accents in the wheels, and of course we got those red brake calipers on there by default. Very cool. Next we got the Dubachi, it's the Rapid GT Classic, that's why. I was going to call it the Rapid GT. Rapid GT Classic, looking pretty great. Another gray. Got the massive chrome apparatus on the front here with the exhaust pipes as well as that single bug catcher. I think it's kind of badass. Next we got the Ocelot Lynx in a matte red. I love Jaguar F-Type, so I had to get this car in my garage. Now I know, it's kind of an underrated car. No one ever really buys these anymore. You never see anyone driving them. It's not the fastest sports car in the game or anything, but I think it's a cool car. I really like it. Next we have my Comet Classic, which is one of my favorite cars in the game. Again, not incredible spec-wise, but I think it's super cool. It's in a wine red right now with some nice Duper 7 wheels and all black. I think this car actually absolutely looks phenomenal, if I could speak properly. I think it's a real cool one. Now next we have a modded crew color over here on my GT500. Some nice white walls and, some nice lowrider spoked rims on there. I think it's a cool car. You know what? That might be my next one to re-customize in a live stream of sorts. Just do a little Pimp My Ride live on this one, because I do like that crew color. But now, you know what? I don't like it on that car as much. Next, we got my Pariah over here. And you guys know the Pariah is an absolute animal. We got it in just a nice simple white with some red trim on the skirts, as well as the interior of those GT Chrome wheels is red. And I think that is just an all-around really cool car. Really cool build for the Pariah. Pariah is just such a nice car. It's just so fast. It honestly shouldn't be in the sports class of cars, but it is. Now, welcome to the red floor. Every single car here is red. So we will be going through a bunch of different red combinations. We've got my hot ring, or the cock ring as we like to call it, in a lava red with that equal livery. We've got my Sentinel Classic over here with a nice red and black color combination. I think that one's really cool. Next we got my Comet Retro Custom with the, it's actually in a white, and then the Globe Oil livery on top of it is a red. So I put it in the floor. It's kind of a cheat on this one because the base color is white, but you know what? I'll accept it. Now we got my Elegy Retro Custom over here. With some nice white S-Racer rims on there. Just a nice simple red on the car. I think it might actually be a classic red, not even a metallic. And then those white stripes. And I actually think that car looks real badass. Got the exposed intercooler and everything in the front. Next we have my Karen 190Z in a nice red with the black livery. Just a nice simple black striped livery. You can see it on the sides of the skirt there, and then one little stripe up by the hood with some nice black Endo V2 rims. I think it looks pretty badass. Next is the Rentenue in, maybe a Grace Red or something. It's kind of a little off red, not a Torino or a Formula Red, but I think it looks pretty cool. Got some white walls on, or white wheels on there, and white stripes down the middle of the car. And lastly, of course, is my GB200. I think it looks pretty cool with this livery on the back here. Kind of giving it some big stripes on the back of the car. Nice red all over the car with that red shine, and some black rims again. That one looks really cool. I do like that car. Unfortunately, it's not the best for sports races now that the Pariah's out, so it doesn't get taken out too much. But let's head on upstairs. Now, first we have the Sentinel Xs, or yes, this is the Sentinel Xs. I always sometimes get confused between the Sentinel Xs and the Ubermax Xeon. So I always need to make sure. Next we have the Comet Sr and a nice orange paint job on there with some nice chrome rims. I really like that car. Flash GT, of course, the blue paint job, black stripes. I really like this car as well. A phenomenal car to drive, one of my favorites. I don't know, it's just nice and... something about the hatchback is kind of badass, because there's so many sports cars in the game that just don't have a hatchback. So I think it's really cool that one has it. We got the Comet Safari over here. We got the Kuruma non-armored. We got the Viserys, which I think is a really bad car. And I'll actually hop, badass car is what I meant to say. I'll hop inside for you and check this out. Once I light it up, we got that black light underglow on there, and kind of just an all black car with some chrome engine pieces in the back. I just think it looks super sick like that. Just nice and simple. Then when you light it up at night, the black light just looks super badass. And finally, we have my Rune Chebrek, the people's car, over here in a diamond blue with a nice big red star on the side. Pretty good stuff. Now, we do have another garage in the CEO office before we go over to different apartments, as well as getting over to my nightclub and my facility. There's so many places to store cars. So let's go down to my miscellaneous garage. This is my miscellaneous and off-road garage, as well as bikes, I should say. It's kind of just a jumble of everything I didn't have enough to make up an entire garage of. So they're all just kind of, crammed in this one place here. So if you guys want ideas for, stuff like trophy trucks and that kind of stuff, that'll all be in this garage. I think I have a Camacho in here. I think my Shitaru might be in here. All that good stuff. Oh, we got some lowriders in here. Looks like some muscles that didn't quite make it, into the muscle garage, but that's okay. Good stuff. So first we got my Saber Turbo Custom, which I think actually looks really cool in this livery, and it's just a nice silver on the car, some nice chrome rims. Pretty simple stuff, but I really like it. It's just a nice simple build for it. It's just really nice. Now this is my Vapid Hustler over here, and I actually love the build on this car that I did. It's a Saxon Blue. Nice and simple. I don't think anything too crazy for pearlescent. I think it might either just be a white or the default pearlescent. And then the flames in the front with some nice chrome muscle rims and, other chrome accent pieces like the front bumper, the pipes out the side, and the rear bumper all look phenomenal. Next we have my Riata over here. That's in an all-American paint job over here. Got the big old Vapid on the side and some nice white wheels to match that American paint job. We have my trophy truck in a nice simple red and... Well, I guess I should just say red because the livery is actually the white part of it in that Vapid livery. But I think it's pretty badass. We got my Bravado Grizzly over here in a candy red with an orange pearlescent. Looks pretty badass, I think, with this. It's just a different color. Using the candy red is actually awesome for different paint paint jobs and color combinations, and actually doesn't get used too much. So if you want to stand out a little bit, definitely check that one out. This is just a Hakucho drag here. I believe it's actually uncustomized. My customized one is upstairs. I think I may have accidentally bought a second one at one point, but that's okay. I can just sell it back later, and then I'll have extra space in this garage for more miscellaneous vehicles. We got some more miscellaneous stuff up here. We got my Moonbeam in a nice blue and white paint job. We got my Night Shark Diamond Blue with some big old rims on there, big old SUV rims. Then we have the Fagio mod, which if you missed the customization for this one, the Pimp My Ride video I did on the Fagio mod, we had a competition who could make the ugliest vehicle in the game, and I think I won by far, without it actually looking, not terrible, but just the colors don't quite match. You know what? But like the wheels and the livery that's on it aren't actually that bad, which is kind of funny. So that's the Fagio mod over there, and here's my actually customized Hakucho drag in an all red, looking pretty badass. We got the Desert Raid over here in a nice matte black. We got the Fagola that we customized on stream one day in a nice rusted out paint job with some browns for the color on the car, just to, you know, make it look kind of like an old beater. But I think it looks pretty cool. And then we have my Camacho over here in a nice olive green on the wheels too. And, you know, all the customizations that you can see there. Of course, we got the shovel and the axe on the hood there. All that kind of good stuff. Now, we do have one more floor of miscellaneous cars before we head on over to the, let's do the muscle car garage next. I'm digging some muscles. Up top, we have my, one of my favorite motorcycles is the Beatty 801, of course, in my Mountain Dew paint job. It's a racing green with a race yellow pearlescent, and that is probably one of the most classic paint jobs on my channel. If you guys have been here for a long time, you guys know about the Mountain Dew paint job. We got my Weenie Issy over here, customized the Dread Stepway. We got the Contender in a matte black, and it has some red underglow, I believe, if you turn it on, which is pretty badass. We got the Chimera or Chimera, however you pronounce it. I've heard a couple different pronunciations on that one. And then we have my Shitaru right now with the new crew color. Let's see if I can light it up even a little bit more. It's already, yeah, there we go. Now it's lit up. And this is a new crew color we have right now. Kind of a mint green, but I think it's a pretty cool color for the Shitaru. Coil Brawler in all red. And finally, my Insurgent Pickup Custom in a nice tiger print. Gotta have that tiger. You know, you don't mess with the tiger. Alright, next we're going to go over to the Muscle Car Garage, and I'm going to show you guys all my muscle cars that I have in there. I believe there might also be a coupe or something in there. Like I said, I just try to keep them somewhat sorted, but nothing's perfect. Nothing's perfect. So I'll be over there in a moment. And here we are in my Muscle Car Garage, delivered the Saber Turbo Custom back to its rightful place in the Muscle Car Garage, of course. Now, let's start over here with the Phoenix in a Cabernet Red, I want to say, with just a nice ice white pearlescent on there, a cream pearlescent. You know, get the black stripe going down the middle. I think it's a really cool customization of that car. Next, of course, we have my Dominator in a nice simple white and blue paint job. We got my Faction over here, which, you know, I think it's pretty cool in just a very simple paint job of just like, it's either a black or a graphite, and then that gold pinstripe livery on there I think looks really cool. And the inside, of course, those red velour seats, you gotta have that. Some nice gold white wall rims on there, looking pretty stylish. This is my Duke of Death with the olive green paint job, some off-road tires, and of course, or it's a matte olive green, I should say. Pretty cool color combination for that one. My Vapid Ellie. Love this car, the way it sounds, you know, it's just such a great car. And I actually, you know, I kind of customized it like an old SS Camaro. Of course it's not, it's a, you know, it's an old Mustang GT350R, but it doesn't matter. I think it looks great with this paint job. Definitely check that one out. Also, if you want to watch my Pimp My Ride video, for that one we did a Pimp My Ride color, customization competition. So there actually was multiple of us customizing the Vapid Ellie. So if you want more ideas for it, there will be a couple there. We got my Yosemite over here in a nice simple gray. And the weird thing about this color and just this car, look at the back of this car. Does it almost look like it's missing some sort of texture or some sort of like contour to it? Just, I don't know what it is, either just with this color, but it looks like it's like a texture glitch, and it just like isn't loading in as some sort of texture because it's so flat. Now we do have the Rhapsody in here. Now, like I said, this is a compact, not a muscle, but that's okay. It didn't have any other place to go, and it has that nice black and yellow paint job on there. We got my Dominator GTX in a nice Saxon blue, secondary ice white for the trim, for the mirrors, the handles, and the spoiler, as well as the wheels are all white. And I think it's a pretty cool color combination for that one. Definitely like driving that car. I wish it was a little better spec-wise, because it is such a nice car. I wish I could use it for races more, but that's okay. Next, we got the Bravado Gauntlet in a nice green paint job. I honestly, customizing this car, there's so many colors on it. It actually is hard to pick a nice color for the Bravado Gauntlet, but I think it's okay in a green. I don't have a lot of green cars, so that's where we're at with that one. Now, nice and simple with the 10-car garage, we're going to go head over to my armored vehicle garage, and then you guys can check those out. Now, like you guys saw, I did have a Night Shark in the miscellaneous garage, but this holds most of the vehicles I got from the gun running DLC, I believe it was, that all these armored vehicles came out, as well as I have, you know, like I said, a couple more miscellaneous vehicles kind of tossed around in here. So we have my custom Sanchez in here, just kind of hanging out, but the rest of the ones in here are technically weaponized vehicles, except for the Bravado Buffalo over there, which of course should be in a different garage, but like you saw in my Sports and Sports Classic garage, it was filled up to the brim, so it ended up over here. So let's get started on this side over here. We got my Deluxo, of course, and just a nice DeLorean, style paint job for this one. Just a nice gray, and that's all you needed on it, and I think it's still a really cool car. We got the Dune FAV, is that? Yeah, Dune FAV, that's what it's called. Trying to remember way back to that DLC, it is quite a while ago now. But it's just in a nice olive green paint job, kind of just military style. We have my APC over here, which I honestly don't remember customizing like this, but I think it needs to be recustomized at some point, so we'll get around to that. We got my half track over here. Looks like I got an extra spot. I don't know if I'm missing a vehicle, or like maybe it's in Moore's Mutual or something, or maybe I, just went and parked my Night Shark in the wrong place, and it should be in here. Now, we do have two weaponized Tampas, as you notice here. We got a nice purple one and a red one. I don't know why I customized two when they came out, but I just, for some reason at the time, wanted to. We got my Buffalo in a pretty nice midnight purple paint job. I think it looks cool like that. And then we do have the, what do they end up calling this? The Technical Custom. It's not the Rebel, it's the Technical Custom. That big old minigun on the back, a nice simple brown or cream paint job on there on top of some sort of camo, and all pretty cool stuff. Now let's head over to my Nightclub and get you guys a peek at my some of my new Nightclub vehicles that are in there, as well as, the Jester Classic and all that sort of stuff. So we'll be popping over there right now. Now we're back at the Nightclub, and we're going to be doing a lot of garage hopping because there's so many floors that you have to go to with this one, and each floor isn't like the apartments or the CEO office where it can hold, a ton of cars. Each one can only hold 10, or in this case only 3. So I'm actually going to show you guys off these armored vehicles that we got with the DLC. So the Speedo Custom, the Mule Custom, and the Pounder Custom, of course. So I'll start with the Pounder on this end. Pounder's just a gold with all the armor on there. You can't even really see the color, but you can see a little bit of that gold and camo on the cab there. We got my Mule Custom in a diamond blue with this kind of, cool livery on there. Got the brass knuckles, got the diamonds, all that sort of stuff. And the Speedo finally is in some sort of brown. It's not an olive. Yeah, it's some sort of browns on here with that digital camo, and of course has all the weapons on there. Pretty cool stuff. Now we're going to hop down another floor and start checking out some of the cars, and of course I will get to my Terabyte eventually, and I think I have to go inside my Terabyte to show you guys the Oppressor Mark 2. So many things to show you guys, so many vehicles, but you know what? I said I would do a video eventually showing off every single vehicle I have, and that's exactly what we are doing today. So oh yeah, here we go. On to the first floor of cars. We have, I have like 2 or 3 of some of these new DLC cars that came out with the After Hours DLC. So first, obviously this is the Ocelot Swinger. You guys probably seen this a lot lately. It's in a modded crew color of just a very bright red, but obviously can be remade for this kind of color combination with a Formula Red or Torino Red. Ice White Pearlescent, some nice chrome rims, the cool Ocelot Racing livery on there. Next, we have just a nice green car with some more white rims. White-walled rims, I should say, and then some white stripes down the middle of the car, looking pretty badass. Now, I have 2 different builds of the Mammoth Patriot stretch. We have my military off-road build over here with a cool, just olive green probably on the car, and that awesome livery, as well as, just some nice off-road wheels on that one. And then we do have my executive build over here, which I'll hop in for you guys, because you guys got to see this thing lit up. Fire it up. There we go. Got the red LED strips next to the door. The door handles are red. The underglow on it's red. If you can see on the inside, it's hard because of the tinted windows, but there's those red LED stripes. Just moving around, I guess I should say, in there. So pretty cool stuff. I like the 2 builds of that one, and for whatever occasion it is, we got a Mammoth Patriot stretch to be carrying us around. Now this right here is my Oppressor Mark 1 now, technically. And it's just a nice simple white with some sort of camo livery on there. Customized that way back in the day, but it's pretty simple build for it, and I like it. Now we have a Tampa in here because I wanted to rebuy one of these recently just because it's such an awesome car. It's a blaze red with an orange pearlescent on there, I believe, and some nice black mecha rims. Pretty cool stuff. Now we do have 3 Jester Classics over here and a Stafford. So I guess we'll start with the Stafford. It's just all in gold. Has a nice Gothic livery, I want to say. I can't quite remember what all the livery names were. And of course, those chrome white walls are the best way to go on a classy car like that. Now, the Jester Classic, I customized one just like Fast and Furious over here. This is the, you know, the Fast and Furious Supra over here. And then the other two, I just wanted to try out different color combinations, different livery combinations on them. So I have the Fukaru one over here in a nice red and some nice white wheels, and then I have a blue build over here with this cool kind of blue and green abstract livery, and I think that also looks super badass. Now let's head down one more floor, because I haven't filled up the 4th floor yet of cars, but the next floor has a few miscellaneous cars that I've just brought into my garage. Since I have all this new garage space, I haven't actually got to filling it up completely yet, but we'll get there eventually. Heading down to the next garage here, there is actually one car in here that it was brought to my attention by Racing King that I had yet to customize the Fathom Fq2. So we saw one on the road one day and we're like, hell yeah, we're getting this thing decked out. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually had cooler customizations than a lot of other cars in the game. Like, it doesn't have anything, you know, it's not anything crazy, like you're not modifying the hood or anything like that, but just the fact that the secondary color is, you know, kind of the trim of the car, the skirts, the arches, makes for a really cool color combination. Now, this is Spinnaker purple on there, with that white, it's just probably a matte white trim, and then those white-walled rims, and I think it's actually a badass little car. Now, I have another Night Shark back here. I just grabbed another one while they were free. Haven't customized it, but that's fine. Got another Sentinel Xs in here. Just grabbed it off the street. Figured it'd be cool to customize sometime. Another Fathom Fq2, if I ever want to do a Pimp My Ride, that's in here. We got my Carbonizaire, one of my favorite sports cars in the game. Totally underrated. It's a super cool sports car. We got a matte red on here with a orange pearlescent and some nice chrome rims. Nice and simple paint job and customization on that one, but I think it's absolutely just an amazing car. We have another customized Sentinel Xs over here in a nice dark blue lime green color combination, and you know, it's just a nice simple color, nice simple car. Very cool stuff. We got the Revolter over here because we did get it for free. So I did actually do an executive build on the Revolter as well. So just like the Mammoth Patriot stretch, we got that that platinum paint job on there, as well as a lot of red accents, because I think that actually just goes really well with the executive build, with that platinum paint job. I think red accents just kind of tie it all together. Now we're going to head all the way down to my Terabyte Garage and show you guys the Terabyte that I have. It's got some pretty nice rims on there. You guys have probably seen it in most recent streams over the past couple days. Been driving around a lot, of course, because it's our new vehicle. So let's head down and check it out. Here's our Terabyte in all gold. Some nice chrome bit boos. You guys know how I love some good old bit boos on here. And, you know, nice and simple. And black secondary, I guess, technically, because all the black trim around the sides is actually the secondary color. So I thought it looked really cool. And just a nice golden black. Nice and simple, but a very cool car. Now, we do have, if I'm not mistaken, a couple more garages to go to. We already went to the muscle car garage up there. Now, I believe we have my facility holding some more cars, and that might be it. What is down here? That's just a vehicle warehouse. So we do have, yes, one more facility to show off, and then my hangar. I will also show you guys, you know, during this video, kind of as a Pimp My Ride, Pimp My Plane show-off video. So we're going to be heading over to the facility right now, and then we're going to head to the hangar, so you guys will see my Avenger and all my aircraft, as well as you'll get to see all the vehicles that are stored in there. We're getting to the end. I know it's a super long video, guys, but thanks for sticking with me. If you're still going on this far in the video, leave a hashtag best subscriber down below, because you guys are awesome. You guys are in it for the long haul, in it to win it, hanging out with me, checking out all these vehicles. So we'll be over at the facility in just a moment for you guys. Now, just before we head into my facility, we're chilling out in the Terabyte right now, and I did want to show you guys my Oppressor Mark 2. So this is it, customizing just a nice blue color with that white kind of pixel digital livery on there, and I think that looks pretty cool. Take it outside for you guys. If you haven't seen this thing flown around, I'm sure you have by now, but it is a very cool bike. And is, you know, it's really good for doing missions with, because you can just hop on, cruise across the map, no problem. You don't have to worry about, you know, actually driving on the road. You can just kind of hover above everything, and it's not as, you know, finicky as flying a plane, because obviously it's just another hovercraft. Now, let's head down into my facility right now, because we, of course, got even more vehicles in the facility to show off for you guys. We got tanks in here, we got my Avenger in here, I think my Hermes is in here, which I should really take out of the garage more, take it out for a drive more, but it's so far away, I never get around to it, never think of it, but that's okay. Lots of good stuff in here. Love the animations loading into this place. You can see my massive Avenger back there. It's in red and white with that, with the nice digital camo on there as well. So let's go upstairs and check out some of these vehicles that are hiding out in here that never really get used. I got my jetpack over here chilling out. Got that nice Galaxy livery on there. Got whatever the hell this thing is. I don't even remember the names of all these. Some sort of troop transport. You guys can tell me what the names of them are. I don't feel like hopping in and out of each one to get to tell me what the name is, but that's customized in that digital livery over there. We got the Stromberg over here in a nice black and some sort of brown paint job. Pretty cool car. Don't get to drive it as much as I should. This one right here is, oh, this is the Barrage. Okay. Got the Barrage over here, looking similar to the Camacho, with the paint job wise, with that, you know, digital look. I do really like digital camos, as you can tell. And then we do have a nice olive green on there, I believe. Looks like I have another Saber Turbo in here. Yeah, that's not the Saber Turbo custom, just the regular Saber Turbo. No clue why it's in here, but you know what? It's there. I always forget about cars that are off in this garage. Another digital camo, of course, on whatever the heck this thing's called, with the giant missile battery on the back. Got the, you know, the stars on there, because this is Russian, of course. We'll head over to the other side here, where we've got the tank. We got another Autark over here, which I should really sell. Like I said, I, for some reason, have random duplicates of things, just because I buy one thinking I didn't have one, and then I'm like, oh crap, I already had it. Anyway, we got the Hermes over here in a nice rusted out paint job. We have another uncustomized Autark. We got the Canali Tank, which thing's an absolute monster. Look at that cannon in the front. Thing's crazy. We have my Reaper in here, which it's over here because I ran out of supercar space, and I just saw someone driving a Reaper around and knew I needed one again, so we definitely had to get the Reaper in here in a pretty awesome paint job. It's a modded crew color orange, but you know, something similar can be recreated with GTA colors, and then it has that race yellow pearlescent. And then we have the Vigilante over here. Of course, you need to have a Vigilante. They're very cool cars. Gotta have a Batmobile, because, you know, Batman's just a badass. So let's head on over to the last owned facility that I have. I'm going to be showing off all my planes to you guys. And, you know, we'll get that going. I will actually just ride my Oppressor Mark II that's outside. It's already ready for me. So I'll show you that in a sec. We just got to get over to the hangar, and you guys will see all my awesome planes. I'll be there in a moment. Our final stop today is the hangar. I'm up here in Fort Zancudo, and we got a lot of planes to show off for you guys. So let's get going through them. First we have the, oh my god, the Atula? I think that's the name of this helicopter. I am so bad with the plane names and stuff. I definitely forget them, just, you know, not using my planes that often. But we'll see how I do. This one is obviously the Sea Breeze, as it says on the side there, and, you know, it's just a very abstract plane, so definitely remember this one. Still kind of impressed that there's actually guns on this thing, just because it seems like such a passenger plane. Doesn't really need guns on it, but it does have little guns on there. We do have the Havoc, I believe is what this helicopter's name is called, with a nice black on there and that cool livery that you see right there with the cool pink star. Next we have our new A-11 Strike Force, which is a pretty badass plane, kind of useless in the sense that if you had all these other planes, you probably don't really need it, but it is a cool plane. I'll give it that, and I just put a nice, simple, I don't even actually think I got to customize the color on this when I did it. I think it's actually just the livery that looks like this, and you know what? Looks good to me. Got that nice hog on the front there, the big teeth sticking out. Looks pretty sweet. Over here, oh, I'm not going to be able to remember the name of this thing. It's the new stunt plane, but I can't remember the name of it. It's sponsored by E-Cola, of course. My favorite sponsor. It says 69 on the side, just in a nice red. We got my purple Hydra over here, which is still an awesome an awesome plane to have. The Hydra's so old, but still a great plane to have. And you know, you can still dominate pub lobbies in a Hydra very fast, way faster than the Strike Force and anything like that. What else do we got here? We got the Molotov in a nice matte red and matte black paint job with, of course, that Russian livery on there. Because for this Russian plane, you just gotta. Over here, we got the Cuban 800 with a nice black and yellow paint job. Next, we got my Rogue. And this one, you're actually able to choose the trim color, I believe. So I think this one in the red, black, and white actually looks really nice. I really like that paint job on there. And then finally, we have, oh, I can't even remember the name of this plane. But I remember customizing it, like, I wanted it to be like a little Blue Jay. Because it was so miniature, I actually want to get back in this one, because it's going to bug me if I don't know the name of this one. Because I actually do like flying this one around, because it does have that booster on it. But I customized it kind of to be like a little Blue Jay. I thought it was kind of cute, little bird. There, the Starling. Okay, so it's kind of like a Sterling, like the bird, but it's a Starling. Very nice. Now, there is actually more planes to be seen over here. We do have extra storage, and I actually didn't know about this for a while. So floor storage right now, you see where they all are. So we got a Sea Sparrow, a Volatile, and a Tula to bring out here, as well as my Ultralight. So you know what? I will bring out all those. Looks like my Pyro is destroyed. So I'm going to replace that Strike Force with my Tula, because I do love the Tula. The Volatile, I'll bring out, I guess I'm replacing it up here. Oh, wow. Alright, so I'll let you guys see that just like that. That's my Volatile. Huge plane. Huge plane. We'll get some, we'll put the other stuff back out here, because a bunch of stuff got moved. We'll put the Ultralight up front. Where can we put it? Up there. We can throw the Ultralight in there. And then the Alpha Z1 was the one that I couldn't remember. And then the Akula was the one I did remember properly. And we'll put my Sea Sparrow up here as well. There's just, you can rearrange so many planes here. Alright, perfect. And we'll bring back out the Hydra, because I think the Hydra's kind of badass. And I will walk up and show you guys all these planes, and then we'll be all done. I do love the Tula, that's why I do really want to show you guys this plane. This is my Tula right here. Got the ostrich on the back. I think that's hilarious. It says keep running on the front with some, you know, bullet holes painted on. I think it's a cool build for the plane. Just a nice black underbellies, either a gray or a white. We have my Ultralight over here with the Merryweather camo up top on the wing, and you know, I think it's just a white frame, just a nice ice white frame. And finally we have the Sea Sparrow, and that is all the vehicles that I own in the game. You guys have seen every single one. How do you guys feel? If you guys made it to the end of the video, first off, I want to say you guys are incredible, and leave a hashtag #1 sub down in the comment section below, because you guys are crazy watching the entire thing. I have a ton of vehicles. I did not even think it would take this long to get through all of them, but that's where it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you have not already. And also, if you want to, you know, be here for some streams, if you guys feel like you're missing out on stuff, like a lot of the customizations of these vehicles did happen on stream. So if you want to get in on that action, remember to leave the notification bell on if you are already subscribed, or when you subscribe, and you guys will get notifications for all those streams. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have a good day.